Welcome to Spagtastic. In this lesson we are going to learn about expanded noun phrases. This is a level 4 skill. Let's begin by reminding ourselves what a noun is. A noun is a naming word and it can be a person, an object, an animal or a place. In the sentence, Percy is a frog and he lives in a swamp. Percy, frog and swamp are all nouns. Percy is a proper noun, so it needs a capital letter, and frog and swamp are common nouns. Proper nouns are the names of particular people, places or objects. A noun phrase is a phrase that acts as a noun and has a noun as its key word. Remember that a phrase is a group of words that doesn't have a verb. For example, the key and a fridge are noun phrases, as key and fridge are both nouns. An expanded noun phrase tells us more about the noun and makes our writing more interesting. A creature is a noun phrase, but if we add the adjective mysterious, we now have a mysterious creature, which is an expanded noun phrase. Adding adjectives, which are words to describe nouns, are one of the easiest ways of creating expanded noun phrases. We can use adjectives to expand our noun phrases. If we start with a creature with skin and nostrils, creature, skin and nostrils are all nouns. We can add adjectives to describe each of these nouns to make our writing more interesting. We could use the adjective mysterious to describe the creature. We could use the adjectives rough and leathery to describe the skin. And we could use the adjective large to describe the nostrils. A mysterious creature with rough leathery skin and large nostrils is far more descriptive than a creature with skin and nostrils. The adjectives we choose can create very different pictures in the reader's minds. If we start with the noun phrase a beach, we could describe the beach as a peaceful sandy beach by adding the adjectives peaceful and sandy, or we could describe it as a crowded shingle beach by adding the adjectives crowded and shingle. We can also expand noun phrases by adding additional information before and after the noun. If we start with the noun phrase the house, we can add adjectives before the noun house to expand it. For example, the old, derelict house. But we can also add extra information after the noun phrase to tell the reader more. For example, we could say the old, derelict house with smashed windows and missing roof tiles. This allows the reader to build up a much clearer picture in their mind of what the house actually looks like. We can also expand our noun phrases by using prepositions, and these tell us the position of something in relation to something else. For example, we can change the boy hid to the boy hid behind the tree by adding the preposition behind. The preposition behind tells us where the boy hid. Now let's make this sentence more interesting by adding adjectives and extra information. We could have the timid boy with curly brown hair hid behind the wide trunk of an old oak tree. We have improved this sentence by adding extra information about the boy, and we have also described the tree. The improved sentence allows the reader to create a clear picture in their mind. Here is another example. The plane flew. How could we expand this noun phrase by adding a preposition? Why not pause the video and have a think for yourself? Let's take a look. We can change the plane flew to the plane flew through the air by adding the preposition through. The preposition through tells us where the plane flew. Now let's make this sentence more interesting by adding adjectives and extra information. Why not pause the video and have a think about how you could do this? Let's take a look at a possible answer. The small white plane with 14 passengers on board flew through the air. We have improved this sentence by adding extra information about the plane, such as its colour and size, and we have also told the reader about the number of passengers on board the plane. This allows the reader to create a much clearer picture in their mind of what is happening. Now let's think about what we have learned in this lesson. We can use expanded noun phrases to make our writing more exciting and interesting for the reader, and we can expand our noun phrases by adding adjectives, extra information, and prepositions.